Hello everyone, and today we're going to be building this lovely bridge behind me. I had originally meant to record it when I built this one, but the recording failed, so I'm going to blow it up and have another go. So as you can probably tell, this is my first ever YouTube video, so if you like it, please do like, subscribe, or leave a comment below, and if you don't, do those things anyway. Anyway, here's the explosion, so I'll shut up and get on with it. So you can build this style of bridge anywhere. I haven't included the list of things you'll need because it's very unlikely that the gap that you have will be the same, and it'll probably look different wherever you build it, but it should be fairly easy to follow how it's done. And what I tend to do first is just build some scaffolding out of dirt across the gap like this, and it just means that you can work on the bridge without being in the water, and it just makes life really easy. So I'm just going to be using oak slabs for the actual walkway in the middle of the bridge, and for this design it's important, if you are using top slabs, that the slabs are placed on the top half of the block. And the reason for that is because we're going to be placing other blocks at this level, and we want to be able to see over the railings when the bridge is finished. And so with this piece of stone you can sort of see what it's going to look like when it's done. So I'm going to be building the middle of the bridge 3 blocks wide, so once I've placed these I'm just going to come around to the front and just place a few more in front of them, and this is just to get us started. If you want, you can come down onto the scaffolding just to place a few more, or you can jump back on top of the slabs, hold down the shift key which will stop you falling off the edge, and just move backwards placing blocks as you go. And we're just going to place these until we get to the other side, and I'll place a couple, and I'll just speed this up just so it's not quite as boring. Okay, so once we've done that, what we're going to do is get a solid block of your choice and some stairs that you like the look of. For me, I'm using stone bricks and stone brick stairs, and I placed this first block wrongly, so just ignore this because I'm stupid. But what we're going to do is place some upside down stairs along the length of the bridge, and we are going to, this is where the dirt scaffolding is really going to help. We're going to start at this end slab, and what you want to do is place a block on this side of it, and then another one, and this will become much clearer later on. So once you've done that, you need to place 2 sets of stairs upside down and then place a solid block. And this time around I just place the stairs and go back with the blocks later on, but you can just as easily switch between the two. Again, I'm going to speed this up just so it's not quite as boring. And once you've done that, you're just going to do the same on the other side. So 2 blocks, then 2 stairs upside down, then 1 block, 2 stairs, 1 block, 2 stairs, all the way across. Okay, so we're getting there, but the step onto the bridge looks a bit messy, so I'm just going to grab some slabs and just add some steps in for now. And on the other side of the bridge there is a bit of a drop on mine, so I'm just going to do the same, get some stairs, and I'll tidy this all up later, but for now it's just to get on and off the bridge a bit easier. Okay, so once we've done that, we're going to go and place a block over the top of the blocks that we placed earlier, not the stair blocks. And what we're going to do is we're going to miss every other block, and once we've done this side, we're going to make sure that it's the same on the other side, and then we're just going to go along and repeat that. So here we're just placing one, and then we miss this one, and then we place another one, and you get the gist. Okay, so once we've done that, we're going to switch out to another block that you like the look of. So for me, I like the look of these chiseled stone blocks, and I'm just going to use these to fill the gaps. So what we're going to do is just go down, and the ones that we missed out, we're just going to put the chisel blocks over the top of those ones. Then we're going to go along and put some fence posts in between each of these stones and just fill all of those gaps all along. And we're also going to take a chisel block and stick that at the end of each of these as well. And again, you can experiment as much as you want with these. If you like to change the colours out, you could have different colour path, you could have different colour fence posts. Just go mad, whatever you like the look of. Okay, so we're really cooking on gas now and it's starting to look a bit better. I'm just going to take a look at it here and we can see that the right side does look a bit odd, but we can fix that later. So if it looks awful now, don't worry, you can always make adjustments at the end. You can cover everything up. And at the moment, although the top's looking good, the bridge is looking a little bit flimsy. So what we're going to do is just add a bit of strength underneath. And so for this, I'm just going to use some smooth stone and just fill both sides underneath. And again, this is a bit messy, but we can tidy it up later. At the moment, just want to get a bit of bulk in there. Okay, and now I'm just going to stick some upside down stairs in here, and this will just help to give it a little bit of a curved look. We're sort of looking for one of those sort of like hump kind of bridges, just so it's nice and smooth underneath. And if this looks decent, we'll also do the same on the other side. And if it doesn't, we can just bin it. It doesn't need to look perfect all this time. Again, we can fix anything that looks ugly when we have a look at it. Okay, so the bottom's looking okay now. It's still not great, but we can fix that later. Now what I want to do is give this some height. So we're going to need 24 logs, and that's going to be 8 pillars at 3 blocks high. And you can use any wood you like, whatever you like the look of. And we're just going to pillar jump up on top of them. And once we've done 3, we're just going to miss the chisel block and go to our next solid block. And again, I'm just going to speed this up. So once you've made all your pillars, we're just going to join them up using whatever your solid block was. So for me, that's going to be the stone brick, and we're just going to do this on the inside so that it's level with the top of each of the logs. Ah, what a lovely view. Okay, cool, so we've got a little bit of height, but we need to start making this look good now. So What we're going to do is add some stairs just to the outside, a bit like this, and we're going to do this all the way round, and that'll give us a bit more definition, but it'll also help us when we come to build the roof in a bit. Okay, so the next step is to place some of these stairs up in the corners, and this is going to sort of give us a nice curve, and we can see this at the end here, we get quite a nice arch looking thing. And then on the middle of each of these arches we're just going to place a lantern, and that will hang down, and that'll kind of have two jobs. It'll keep all the mobs from spawning here because it'll make the light level really big, but also it'll make the bridge look nice at night time as well. And we're also going to place some on top of these chisel blocks at the end. And we're also going to use our wall pieces here, and we're just going to place two walls in like this and place a torch on each of the end. But again, this is just my preference, you can do what you like really. You probably have a nice way of making it, so do whatever you think looks nicest. And I'm just going to add a couple of extra slabs in, because now that I've finished off this side of the bridge, I think it does need to come out just a little bit. And it's starting to look good, but now we've really got to get onto the roof. Okay, so I'm just going to pillar up onto the roof here, and what we're going to do is use two types of blocks. So I'm going to use oak stairs and stone brick stairs, and I'm just going to carefully place them along, and where we place the stairs on the outside, I'm just going to use stone stairs to follow those up, and then I'm going to go around the outside placing these oak stairs, and in the corners on this level we're just going to use the stone stairs, and they're going to mould into corner pieces. Okay, so once we've gone all the way around, we're just going to go up to the next layer by placing any block. I've placed one here, but I'm going to place one on the straight end, it's probably a little bit easier. And then we're just going to do the same all the way around, and again I'm going to speed this up. On the corners on this level though, we don't want anything there at the moment. What we're going to actually use is a half slab there instead, and that'll give the ends a bit of a nicer curve. Okay, so once we've gone all the way around, we're going to place some chisel blocks at the intersection of the stone bits, or just whatever you use, whatever you like. I'm using chisel blocks and stone bricks, but what this will do is it'll make a nice look on the top if anyone ever sees this, and it'll also make the inside look a lot nicer, which we're going to show you in a minute. Okay, cool, so this looks pretty decent, but it could look a bit nicer. At the moment it's a little bit flat, So we're just going to get some stairs and stick these up in the corners, and then that should finish the inside of this off quite nicely. Okay, so I've noticed the underside's still a little bit uneven, so you can just play around with that depending on what the terrain looks like, and really you can just go to town playing with this and making it look better and better, and the more time you put into it, the more stuff you put in, it's probably going to look better. But I've just time-lapsed me judging both sides, and just to see you know, what side's more even, what side needs work, and then all I do is just make little micro adjustments, then come back out here, have a look at how it looks, and then just edit it bit by bit. And it doesn't need to be perfect. I'm just going to take some of the scaffolding away as well, so you can see what we're working with, and then we can make lots of little adjustments. And this bit is super boring, so I'm just going to speed it right up. But yeah, this is the last bit. Okay, and there you have it, all done. Okay, so that's all we've got time for today. Like I said, this is my first ever video, so please do leave a comment below on what you liked and what you hated, and I'll try and make sure that I fix those things in the next video. Also, I want to apologise for the music. There seemed to be a lot of silences, and I thought I sounded quite boring as it is, and I didn't want to make it worse, so let me know what you think about that. Please do subscribe if you want to see any more of the builds I do. It's free and it would really make the time I've put into this worth it. And also, if you like the look of the pyramid that's appeared quite a few times in the video, just let me know in the comments, and we could always make a video of that. I've got loads of footage, and I'm not going to lie, it looks absolutely insane inside, and I can always show what's in there. Thanks for watching.